Hey guys, this is Haumaru, the solo dev working on Unlich, a monster taming RPG that you might have seen on the last monster taming direct. This video is meant to be a presentation of the game, as well as an announcement that I'm making a devlog series about it, to document my progress and hopefully to get a few more eyes on it. So, Unlich is a monster taming RPG with a focus on tactical party battles and exploration. The goal is to build a game where, while the overall story might be linear, the order in which the player tackles the different arcs and areas is flexible. Meanwhile, the moment-to-moment gameplay loop will revolve around battling and recruiting monsters, exploring dungeons, finding loot, rare monsters, etc. There are no random battles in Unlich, so the player can avoid most encounters if they feel like it. Hopefully, this will make the experience overall smoother. Still, the combat is the core mechanic of the game, so let's take a look. The battle system has two major components. First, the turn order, that is decided by monsters' speed and the priority and speed of their moves. It's fairly similar to the ones in Final Fantasy X, Tactics Ogre and Legends Arceus. The second and perhaps more important component is the formation grid. At the start of combat, each party is placed on a 3x3 grid based on their formation. All monsters protect their teammates behind them from melee attacks, as long as they are on the same row, of course. But also the ones on the front line have a bonus to damage at the cost of MP regeneration per turn, and all attacks and moves in Unlich require MP. On the other hand, monsters on the back line get more MP per turn but deal less damage, and the ones in the middle have no bonuses or nerfs. On top of this, different skills and monsters will interact in various ways with the grid. For example, the Revenant has the skill Gatecrasher, where he deals more damage to the enemies on the front line. Or Cabdu, one of the starters, who has the ability Heart of the Team. If he's in the center of his party's grid, then at the start of every turn he'll heal and speed up all the allies around him. You can change your party formation at any time outside of combat. And monsters can also take a turn to reposition mid-battle. And you can even break enemy formation with push and pull attacks. If an enemy is dealing too much damage, just shield bash them away. My hope is that all these systems come together to keep the combat interesting and fun to play around with. Finally, I wish to talk about the current state of the game and its roadmap. I've been working on Unlich for a year and a half now, making it on Unity and making all the art assets myself on Ace Prime. I have finished work on most of the core systems of the game and its backend code, so the game is primarily in content creation phase right now. Still, since I have a full-time job and I'm working on the game on my free time, it'll still take a while before it's finished. For now, I have a 2-hour-long private demo, more or less, that I want to add more content and polish to before releasing it to the public. The plan is to have this public demo on Steam and itch.io towards the end of the first half of 2024. Until then, please look forward to the next devlogs. The next one is gonna be about monsters, their concepts and mechanics. And thank you for watching.